With Fitz, we've been a band for almost 11 years. It'll be 11 years next in December.
5 dudes and you touring for 11 years?
Yeah, married to 5 men.
That's a whole
it's
whole
like
community.
Big Love, but without the
without the love
without
part.
the love
It's just
part.
a lot of music.
Yeah, yeah.
The best thing about dogs is the way they help us connect with others. Today, we're sitting down with a special dog person who's made your hand clap, who's made you dance, and you've probably heard countless times in stadiums around the country. We're sitting down with my friend Noelle Scaggs from Fitz and the Tantrums. She's going to tell you about her rescue pup Marley, her music, her new projects, and hopefully a whole lot more. So come join us for today's episode of Dog People. It's so good to see you.
Hi, Molly.
Molly hasn't seen you in years. I haven't seen Marley in years.
Marley
You're
was
so
a young
big.
pup.
Young pup. Don't be jealous. Well, first things first, how did Marley come into your life?
A mutual friend of ours, she was kind of helping me decide whether or not I wanted to actually get a pet. I get this like text from her and it's a photo of Marley and I looked at it and I was like, oh my God. And I showed the photo to John, my drummer, who's like a total dog dude. And I was like, I think this is my dog. And he was like, yeah, that's your dog, dude. She's so cute. She just like flipped over and she looked at me and
That was it.
put her head down on my shoulder and I started bawling. Like it was just like, it just bubbled up in me. I just started crying and I am not a crazy emotional person. She can tell a dog lover. Like I always find it really fascinating. She also likes to run up to the really handsome single guys.
There it is.
You know,
You
or at least
training
I
her a
think
little
they
bit?
are. No, she does it on her own. Like she is a total flirt. She found some like neuroscientists on the airplane once. I was like,
And she
at
knows
you.
wealth.
Yeah,
That's
she
even
knows
better. She
wealth.
can check credit scores,
Credit.
right? How did you get into music?
I started singing fairly young. I didn't look at the career path, I think, until like college. My approach was really learning the business side of it and really understanding the writing side of it. And I studied like popular songwriting and music business. I wanted to learn what the foundation was.
very
You know,
cool.
I always felt like, you know, and I think that was something, you know, from the women in my family, always kind of understanding the business that you're getting involved in and educating yourself on all aspects if you can.
Yeah.
You learn whatever you need to do that will take you to the next plateau. I really came up in the world of DIY. You know, it's just like you really had to like.
You're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what that is.
Yeah, that was
you
what
guys
it was.
are entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
I love that.
You have to do it or you're not going to survive.
You're just a good
This
voice isn't
industry.
getting it done.
No.
You're brands now. I mean,
You're basically brands.
Brands
You're,
are band,
you
yeah.
are a brand.
What do you do now to stay inspired?
I get in
Drawing.
bad relationships and it just helps, you know, it helps with the writing process.
key for Father. I love it.
I really stay in tune with what's happening in the world. It kind of gives me ideas and perspective on how it makes me feel.
So you can tell when
Yeah.
this is gonna hit. This is gonna be something that's gonna lit.
Yeah,
last for
sometimes you're
20
wrong.
years. Yeah.
You know, there's been often times that I thought a song was going to be amazing and it didn't really do much, you know. And then there's other times there's been songs, you know, there's been songs that we've put out that I just absolutely freaking hated. I didn't care if I wrote it or not.
Do you have a song that was a real surprise that you're like, I couldn't believe the response to this one?
I gotta be frank and honest with you, I thought Hand Clap. I knew it was a song that, you know, like, it was fun singing,
Yeah.
but it was such a transition from where we'd started that I wasn't sure if our audience would get it. So I was thinking more, obviously, business person, like thinking of it in this way. And I argued adamantly against it, you know, and finally kind of gave in and it did really well. I'm glad that, you know, I'm glad that I was proven wrong. And sometimes that's just, you know, what happened.
So outside of music, outside of dogs, what are you passionate
I'm a
about?
food person. You know, it's kind of a break from music. I just really focus on the food world and traveling. Like I'm an avid traveler. So I started this thing called Adventures with Scaggs that is now a production company where I'm focusing on original content series that will bring the music narrative into the food and travel space. But a lot of the guests will have a music background, or it will be chefs that really also have a music background.
Is there like kind of a hidden gem or a hidden city that you wouldn't expect to be a great food town that you look forward to now?
I do. I love going to Des Moines. I love going to Des Moines, Iowa.
Really?
They have a lot of really, really cool restaurant concepts out there. But there's, for me, it's also, I love the kind of divey places as well. And there's a pizza joint there called Fong's Pizza.
Okay.
No, is that in No, is it in Des Moines? I have to look it up. We'll go back to that. But yeah, no, I want to look up Fong's Pizza, and then I'll let you know exactly which city
is that your favorite pizza?
They have this garlic and cheese pizza that they do there with honey.
That's
it's just amazing. It's like it like really hits the spot
it's
when you're like
you
at
only
the
go
end
on tour
of a
if it
show.
runs through Fong's Pizza. It's got to be part of that.
It's got to be part of the tour.
Is there anybody you'd want to record with?
I would love to work with Logic.
Oh yeah?
Oh my God, I'm such a big fan of his.
He's a big fan of ours, so if you're watching.
He's an incredible writer, and hip hop being a part of my background even before, Fitz and the Tantrums. I learned how to be a songwriter because I was so into hip hop, and I would like write down every lyric to all of the songs.
It's been amazing. As always, I love every minute we spend together.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad we got together.
Thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Everybody checks out Adventures with Scaggs, the next Fitz and the Tantrum album, and everything else you're working on. Keep being inspiring. We're grateful to have you.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. You too. Keep doing what you're doing.
Well, thank you to my guest, Noelle Scaggs, another amazing dog person. We learned just how much of an impact her pup has had on her life. We hope you'll join us next time for our next episode of Dog People.